I'm back! Excitement! Please excuse my late upload, but my mom was recently laid off work, unfortunately, and my parents aren't exactly pro YouTube, so I kind of had to wait until the coast was clear, so to speak. So, camp was interesting. I loved the actual course, and my instructor and my TA were awesome. Just some of the kids in the class were a little bit immature. And while I loved my RC group like sisters, being in a sort of traditional southern landscape taught me that there are many different people with many different opinions from mine. For example, I was actually considered shockingly liberal, especially being um, a gay rights supporter, and gay marriage was actually passed in New York while I was in camp. Woohoo! And I was one of the only people who thought that that was a good thing, and definitely the only person who was actually very excited about that. Also, I was one of the only non-Christians being agnostic, and I think I was literally one of the two who were agnostic or atheist. I was also one of the handful of girls whose life ambition was not solely to be a mom. Not that there's anything wrong with being a homemaker, it's definitely a very fine thing to aspire to be, but no matter what gender. But that's what I'm trying to say. It was an exclusively female idea, and most of these girls had never even considered having an outside career, which to me at least was ludicrous. While in creative writing, we were very much to my happiness given many opportunities to act. In fact, I even wrote and performed a monologue in front of the Shakespeare class, and I even did my first piece of stand-up comedy at a local coffee shop, which was amazing. Sometimes it's like I forget how much I love making people laugh. And something soon became clear to me. I can run from performing all I want. I can quit acting to please my parents, but I will never stop being a performer. As cheesy as it sounds, it's part of who I am, and I like who I am. This point was driven to me even farther by my instructor. When we had sat down to have our last conference, she literally said to me, "You know, you're a great writer, but have you ever thought about acting? You're really talented." After you did your monologue, the Shakespeare teacher turned to me and said, "I want her in my class. I'm really going to encourage you to throw yourself into this." And yeah, I will be using a very conspicuous script for the rest of this video. So anyway, talking about Shakespeare, my aunt recently gave me a antique set of his collected works, which is very, very cool, and I will definitely be throwing myself into them for the rest of this summer. So, in summary, camp was mainly about self-discovery and experiencing college life, which was cool. And you may have noticed that I almost completely ignored the topic, mainly because my lovely co-vloggers have almost completely covered that bad boy, which is really the only sucky part about being Friday. That happens pretty often. Um, so basically, cell phones in theaters. Bad. I don't like that. I don't know why I'm giving you the thumbs up. That's a thumbs down. Break a leg, Mara.